Hi, my name is Michel Lejeune. I'm the founder of My Trance Work, and in this video, which is part of a complete frequently asked questions video collection, I'll answer questions about hypnosis people ask me over and over again. One of the questions people keep asking is, what influence does hypnosis have on my body? What influence does hypnosis have on my body? Can I change my body through hypnosis? Can I influence my immune system, my skin, or my muscle strength? In order to answer these questions, I would like to point out that the human body is constantly producing new cells and that all cells in the body are replaced every 7 years. Every new cell is instructed to take the place of the old cell and to replace it. If you have a scar, for example, new cells forming part of the scar are provided with exactly the same information about the scar tissue that the old cells had. But why do brand new cells take over the memories of old cells? Every 20 days our skins are fully replaced, after which all skin cells are renewed. The new cells do not necessarily have to use older cells' memories. It has been shown that hypnosis is a mechanism by which information may be sent via the subconscious to new cells, and by which communication lines between old and new cells supplying information about cell damage or aging may be broken. Investigation has indicated that through hypnosis, scars may completely disappear over time. Most hypnotherapists are familiar with the use of hypnosis in permanently increasing breast size, since the subconscious reacts to the suggestion of allowing the breasts to grow larger. The subconscious can and will in such a case ensure that the appropriate growth takes place. Investigations have determined that men are able to, in the same manner, have their genitals enlarged through hypnosis. Similar extensive investigations have been performed regarding the effects of hypnosis on our immune systems and have indicated that the correct suggestions may even have an effect on cancer cells. Norman Cousins, who was born June 24, 1915 and died November 30, 1990, was an American political journalist, author, professor, and world peace advocate. He has run tests to determine the effects of hypnosis on our immune systems within 1 hour of treatment. He took blood samples immediately prior to and directly after a meditation session and hereby determined that certain immune factors contained in the blood had risen by about 200% following the meditation. So if you have a cold and allow yourself to feel sick and then focus on your illness, you will worsen your condition. However, if you decide to focus on being healthy and on how quickly your body is able to recover, then the subconscious is geared towards performing the task of curing the illness. The moment you provide the subconscious with the energy needed to heal, and that's in the form of suggestions, it will use that energy to your advantage. I'm convinced that you are acquainted with someone who claims that he or she never gets a cold or simply never becomes ill. And that person is right. You probably ask yourself how this is possible. And now you know. I myself suffered from severe stomach pain for more than 10 years. At one stage I was admitted to hospital where I had to swallow a finger-thick tube fitted with a scope in order to identify the problem. Eventually I was diagnosed with an inflammation of the stomach lining due to an excess production of stomach acid. I received a prescription for 20 milligrams Losec tablets and was instructed to take these twice a day for the rest of my life. At that time I was only 29 years old. Can you imagine how I felt? I bravely stuck to this regime and the problems vanished into thin air. However, if I forgot to take my tablet, I could predict the onset of stomach pain to the minute. When I was 39 years old, I was able to rid myself of these stomach problems for good. I accomplished this by means of the relevant positive intention and corresponding suggestion. I have not taken the medicine for more than a year and I don't have any more problems. So-called psychosomatic problems are able to be fully solved with the help of hypnosis. Psychologically caused physical issues will disappear when treated using the appropriate suggestions. Now isn't that fantastic?